All right, so it seems we have a part 2 to Arikado's video about Wuthering Waves endgame being trash, the combat being trash, and everything being trash, right? In this video, he's gonna tell us something, right? It says, watch this, let's talk about the previous video. So, y'all told me I should watch it because I watched the last one, and maybe there's more information here. Maybe he is gonna tell us he was rage baiting because there's no way those takes could be that horrible. Or maybe he'll go further into the rage bait. We'll see. Let's see what he has to say, though.
I want you to take whatever dramatized idea that you have of me in relation to insert whatever creator here, doesn't matter, and throw it out the window right now. After that, I want the rest of you to get the attention of any creator whom has even a passing interest in me to see this video. Saint Tontas, Ethan, Blazion, Voxel, Loki Gacha, Rezi, Captain Cabinets, it doesn't matter really.
Oh, no, he on that Britney Spears shit, bro. He's like, yo, look at me. React to my video. Notice me, senpai.
If you think someone has an interest in me, send this to them.
Okay.
In less than 24 hours, my latest upload of me giving my opinions of Wuthering Waves endgame content has sped ran, becoming the most unpopular video I have ever uploaded on my channel.
I'm going to tell you this right now, buddy boy. It's not because you were criticizing Wuthering Waves. It has nothing to do with that. It has nothing to do with Kurobots. It's just because your video is dog shit. It's just, you know, I'm just saying this because I don't want you to, as we, progress into this video, to say, yo, the Kuro community is so toxic. The Wuwa community is always negative, blah, blah, blah. No. Had this been a Genshin video, had this been a ZZZ video, if it had been presented the way you presented the Wuwa video, you would have gotten dumped on, shitted on, and trash talked just as much. Probably more, because Hoyo people are on a whole nother level, but it's just the video was straight up dog water.
Surpassing my backpedaling of the St. Tontas situation, which led me to privating several previous videos and disabling the comment section for that upload. I'm here today to lay it all out and then resume doing my thing. To start, let me contextualize the inciting incident that led me to creating and uploading that video in the first place. And to your disappointment, it is not the reason you are romanticizing in your head. Nearly 8 hours into an aimless livestream of Foxhole immediately after reacting to my video about why I'm not ever pulling Hugo Vlad in Zenless Zone 0, he said this.
I honestly think this is just me. This is just me to someone like Arikado, right? I honestly I'm going to say it like this. I think Arikado would be really good if he does branch out some more and not just do ZZZ content. Like, I would like to see him, tackle like Honkai Star Rail. I'd like to see him tackle other gacha games and put his opinions like he's got right here, the discussions, like, expectations of being sweated in Zenless Zone Zero. I would like to see those types of discussions in other gachas as well. Because
You think this is some dog whistler? Then get the fuck out of here. Ooh.
Because one thing that appealed to me about Arikado, like really hard, really the reason why I wanted to talk to him was when he did his Weather and Waves content, and he was talking about the drama and such, and he was doing ZZZ at the same time, and he was both giving criticisms to ZZZ as well as to Weather and Waves, both praise to Weather and Waves and praise to ZZZ. It's like, it's completely non-biased. It's a person who is coming in, playing the game, understanding what's going on, and giving his thought pattern on it with that. It's completely genuine. It's no.
I don't know what this reaction from Foxhole was, where he said it's a genuine opinion of someone understanding the game and all that. All I gotta say is the last video, the one that this is a continuation to, he did not understand the game. He was saying some things that are flat out just wrong, right? They're just weird, right? Saying that, people barely are able to parry, it just makes no sense to me. A lot of the things that were being said make absolutely no sense to me. And it was rage bait, bro. The comparisons that flew out the window between like Hoyo and, bro, he literally brought up all three. He brought up Honkai Star Rail and said, I'm not going to talk about it, but he brought it up nonetheless. He brought up ZZZ and even said it was like so much better, blah, blah, especially towards the end. He brought up Genshin and said that Genshin had done things better. He brought up their you know, animation timers and all that stuff. So I don't know, bro. Like,
bullshit filter, and that is something that I think that like Arikado should really focus on, as well as I still think that this man should at least on YouTube or on Twitch or something stream at least once or twice a week if he can get the opportunity to do it. That I think that it would
not gonna happen with the kind of target on your back, bro. I'll always say this. I don't understand why when people say something, if you're genuinely, and I'm gonna give you this same advice, Arikado. I don't know you, but I'm gonna give you the same advice. If you're genuinely sure and secure of what you had to say on your videos and your opinions, why not stream? What do you mean, what target? Just because there are some people that disagree with you, you don't got to be afraid of that. Who cares if they come to talk shit? That's content. And if you're able to hold your own and explain what you mean and somehow make sense, why do people like backpedal out of certain situations? And it's not just this. Like recently there was a drama between CC and the community of Withering Waves. And this CC deleted one of the videos, which he then proceeds to reference. Why deleted? Why do people backpedal on what they say or are afraid to face the people that they're, you know, referencing on some of their videos or some of their takes, bro? If you said something, face the consequences. Talk to the people about it. Don't be afraid of some random people coming into your stream and talking shit. Talk shit to them, bro. There's been people that come to my streams to shit talk me and they end up saying, yo, this dude's kind of chill. This dude's kind of cool. I didn't know you were like that. I got into some beef, some basic beef a while back with Saint Tontas, and then Captain Cabinets hopped into it. And then Captain Cabinets and I ended up talking, and she was like, oh, you're pretty chill. Cool. You're cool. I didn't know you were like that. Cool. That's it. It's over. Same thing with Ryuku Sensei. There was a little bit of a misunderstanding regarding a topic. He hit me up. We talked on stream. Everything was cool afterwards. Like, bro, just hold your own. When you say something, stick with it.
really fucking go really well for him, and it would help him with even doing more discussions. It would help him more with bringing his audience.
Yeah,
I really think that. But that's just a theory from me, a gaming theory.
That is it. That is all there is to it. I saw Foxsoul give advice from one creator to another to go back into a direction of making non-ZZZ content. And while I was brainstorming topics at work the next day, I thought, well, I don't really like Wuthering Waves' endgame content. I guess I could make a video on that, and from there, you know the rest. Let's cut to the chase. It was an unpopular opinion projected as objective fact or as a common sentiment in the Wuwa community, with several moments of blunt exaggeration for the sake of entertainment. That turned out to be overwhelmingly not the case and was heavily scorned because of it. I did not receive advice or get egged on to do so by any of the creators whom regularly make content against St. Tontas. I was not paid or received compensation for doing so. I did not get bullied into doing anything. I did not do it as some result of a fucking meltdown following the Clue-K gacha skin controversy in Girls Frontline 2. I took genuine advice to branch my content outward and made a video that was structured and presented in a way that people didn't like, and people proceeded to not like it.
Let me just listen to that again before I say anything.
Made a video that was structured and presented in a way that people didn't like.
It's not the structure of or the topic of the video that people didn't like. It's the flat out stupid comparisons and reasonings behind some of the things that just seem brain dead. When you say that the combat system in Withering Waves is bad, and you talk about, you know, unoptimized rotations and how it feels bad to play other characters that are not your DPS, it makes it seem like you don't know what you're talking about. It makes it seem like you don't know what an optimized rotation is. When you have Verena on screen and you're saying that some of these characters' rotations are sluggish or take too much time, and we all know, even the casuals know, how fast Verena's rotations is, where you pretty much pop her on the screen, do her thing, and instantly pop out, it really makes people think, how much faster do you want the rotation with the character to be that's already on the field for barely any time at all? When you bring up comparisons of ultimate animations between Genshin Impact and Withering Waves, and for the most part, the majority of the main characters people rock have a 1 second difference between some of the characters in Genshin Impact, and you're also saying that these animations take so long and making it seem like they're just drawn out, and the difference is 1-2 seconds. It just seems like you're literally doing a video to shit talk the game for the hell of shit talking the game. Now, you said that somebody gave you advice to make, more content and to branch out. And your first thought was, yup, I'm going to make a video complaining about the Wuwa endgame, right? You yourself say you don't partake on the holograms, right? You yourself say that Tower is boring, right? You yourself say that Whimpering Waste is a wasted game mode that shouldn't have never left, the cooking pot in the Kuro offices. So your opinion was already pretty much established from before someone even told you to do this. Why didn't you give us ideas as to how they can improve the game? And while that is not your job, it would have came out as more of a constructive criticism type of video, instead of a shit talking video complaining for the hell of complaining and comparing it to other games, even calling something like, Tower of Adversity a cheap ripoff of Genshin Impact's Tower, right? So it's not the context, it's not what you had to talk about, is what you said was just plain off. It was wrong, and it was presented in a way that, it got the reaction I'm pretty sure you wanted.
And people proceeded to not like it. Here's a list of factual things in regards to what is actually true about my situation in the Gacha CC space that isn't made up by a handful of commenters. I initially supported Saint Tontas.
Is this a video about his beef with Saint Tontas or something? Like, he said Saint Tontas like 3 or 4 times.
I have no ill will towards any other Wuwa content creator.
I do. This is where I put the Kendrick Lamar. I love y'all, but fuck, and I start naming off CCs. No, I'm playing. I don't have no beef with nobody at all, bro. Like, I'm gonna be honest. Even if at some point I end up having beef with someone where we not beef, but where we're making videos shit talking each other, I don't care enough to that point. Now, if it comes to the point of where some of these CCs be having beef, where it kind of feels like they trying to end each other's career, then at that point we have beef. But other than that, if you did a shit take regarding something I like, or you did a shit take in general and I shit talk you back, I don't have no beef with you, bro. It is what it is. Like, I'll always be down to get in a VC, chat it up. It is what it is.
I have zero interest in Genshin Impact or Honkai Star Rail content creators until further notice. I have made it frequently known that I prefer Zenless Zone Zero over Wuthering Waves. I have not made it known that my actual interest in Wuthering Waves is incredibly low to no interest at all.
I have not made it known that my actual interest in Wuthering Waves is incredibly low to no interest at all. So you made a video giving your opinion about the end game of a game you have no interest at all, with no constructive criticism on it, just bashing it, where half of your takes come from being far beyond a tourist, someone that barely plays the game, barely actually does endgame content, and you could pop out and be like, well, actually, I have all the characters, I've cleared my tower, and Wuwa with 30 stars every time. But if you have no interest in the game whatsoever, none of that matters, bro. If you're not sitting down and actually learning your character's mechanics, your teams, learning the bosses, and all of that stuff, like you said, you have no interest. So why are you even making a video about the endgame content? Which is pretty much the last bit of content where people that are completely invested into the game are going to be dealing with that end game content. If you have no interest in just Wuwa at all, Why didn't you make a video of how to get people to be interested in the game? Or what it is that maybe could get your particular attention? How to improve the game rather than why the game sucks in this particular aspect, you know?
I agree with a lot of opinions and takes Saint Tontos has, while at the
I swear to God, this is a straight up, look at me, daddy, to Saint Tontos, bro. That's what this video is all about, bro. He said Saint Tontos so many times. This is literally directed at Saint Tontos. What's up with all this fucking text, bro? Talk! Talk!
same time disagree with almost an equal amount of his opinions as well as his approach to voicing said opinions. Saint Tontos likes Wuthering.
I feel like I have no business reacting to this video. This is a straight up Saint Tontos type of video, bro. He's like, look at me. This is a Saint Tontos video, bro. He wants Saint Tontos to react to this video. Not me, bro. I ain't shit. He wants a lot of other people, but he's aiming for the head of the Wuwa snake, bro. Saint Tontos right here.
And dislikes Zenless Zone Zero, which makes it harder for me to enjoy his content because my opinions are the direct opposite. I do not have a big enough following to easily shake off Saint Tontos haters whom openly despise him when I openly support him.
I do not have a big enough following to easily shake off Saint Tontos haters. I probably have a smaller following than this dude. I didn't even check how much views and stuff his channel gets, but I don't care about haters. Like, if I drop my video with my opinion, I could have 300,000 people talking shit in my comments. If it's my opinion, if it's well structured, and I think everything I said was right, or I believe what I said, and, you know, it turns out to be true, I don't care how many people come and shit talk me. I don't care how many fanboys, fangirls want to come and say shit to me. It is what it is. I'ma still be me. I'ma still stream. I'll still say what I gotta say. I have no problem with that, bro.
In a nutshell, is why trickle-down economics.
1. Support controversial creators. 2. Get fucked by aggroing their haters and rivals. 3. 4. No profit. Build your audience organically, guys. You have been warned. Take the fast lane at your own risk. Just be you. What does it, if you support a controversial creator because you like the creator, who cares if you aggro their haters? Who cares if you aggro their rivals? Just be you. Don't pretend to be nobody else. It's that simple. It's like that in life. Just be yourself. You don't have to go and support a controversial creator for some clout. Don't do it to get some earnings, bro. Right? Like, I often drop videos and I react to Saint Tontos and I agree or disagree with his takes. I've had my fair share of videos where I've criticized some things he says. Some people have been, you know, with me. Some people have been against me, and I don't care. Either one. If you support me because I disagree with Saint Tontos, you're weird. And if you dislike me because I agreed with him, you're also weird. At the end of the day, just make your own opinions. And that's it. Simple as that.
It's a load of shit.
A lot of Saint Tontos' rivals reside in the Zenless Zone Zero space.
Well, me talking about rivals, bro. Rivals. Like y'all actually think that this dude, like Saint Tontos, just streams, gets off, and he got rivals? You think that these rivals that this dude is mentioning turn off their stream and they're like, fuck Saint Tontos, what is he doing today? I hate that guy. Ooh, that's my rival, dude. Like, what? Bro, all of us, like, normal CCs, bro, we could shit talk. Like, bro, I could shit talk you right now, and the moment I click off on my stream, it's done. I don't know who you are. I don't know shit. I don't care for the drama. I don't care for the opinions of the people that support or attack me regarding certain dramas. It is what it is. Like, it's off. It's work, right? The moment I'm off the stream, the moment I'm off recording these videos, that's it. What do you mean rivals, bro? Ain't nobody out here competing for the same shit, especially if they're in Zenless Zone and the other dude is in Wuwa. They ain't competing for the same bread. They on their own lane, bro. Shit talking and all that is just part of the game, but they ain't rivals like that, bro. Come on now, it ain't that deep.
Which makes it harder for me to branch out in the ZZZ community if I have a negative relationship with them. None of Saint's rivals.
This man says build your viewers organically, but then he also says a lot of Saint Tontos' rivals reside in the Zenless Zone Zero space, which makes it harder for me to branch out in the ZZZ community if I have a negative relationship with them. just do your thing naturally. Drop your own content, do your own things, and build it naturally. The people that fucks with you will be the people that fucks with you naturally, without having to force relationships or shy away from them. Just build them naturally by being who you are.
None of Saint's rivals have any personal issues with me besides my support of Saint Tontos and are willing to get along with me just fine.
Yeah.
Saint Tontos can only rationalize my burying of the hatchet with his rivals if I am either a double agent or I'm completely stupid.
Bro, it reminds me of that random girl beef, that if you're like friends with the person they don't like, then you're not their friend. It's like, bro, I've had like friend groups where one of the people falls out with the like one member of the friend group, and then they're still cool with others. Nobody, like, what kind of child you gotta be to walk up to them and be like, well, if you're friends with them, you can't be my friend. Now, I understand if that person did some like crazy shit, like they robbed you, or they like physically attacked you, or like they stole your girl, or, you know, some shit like that, or they have some weird, you know, crimes or some shit like that, then you'd be like, yeah, I'm not associating with them either. But if it's like a personal fall off between two friends, why do I have to stop being friends with the other dude that's also my friend? Like, as long as it's nothing crazy. And I feel like a lot of these inner circles in the gacha community are like that. Like, you have beef with one person, and then everybody else sucks up to the bigger creator, and now they all attack the same creator that the big one is having beef with. It happens a lot. I do agree with that. Not with this on the screen, but with what I just said.
Saint's rivals can only rationalize my decisions made in support of Saint Tontos either if I'm misled or I am a dick rider. I agree with Saint's rivals.
Bro, if I was to take a shot for every time he says Saint, I would be pissed drunk right now. That is crazy. For real, I tell anyone in my audience who doesn't like Saint that I'm fine with him. Just don't shit talk, and that's all to it. That's what bro, Kahlo, I do the same thing. I have videos where I've gone against like Saint Tontos or other creators, and I still say I have no problem with them. Dog, in the video that I dropped that initially started my drama with Saint Tontos, at the end of the video, I literally say I have no problems with him. Much love to him. Shout out to Saint Tontos. Somehow we still got into beef, I guess. But I have no problems with none of these CCs, bro. And I tell my people, like, bro, I hate people that come to my streams that hate another CC to shit talk them in my stream. Like, bro, grow the fuck up. Don't come to my stream to type, fuck Saint Tontos. You're weird if you do that, bro. Like, nobody wants to see that, right? There's no place in my chat, at least, for people to come and shit talk other CCs and start drama. Like, if you personally don't like a certain CC, go tell your mom, bro. Go talk to your dog about it or something. But you don't gotta be up in other CC's, you know, space creating beef because you don't like somebody, bro. Don't project your beef and your dislike of other people onto everybody that you watch. That's just weird, bro.
In regards to several grievances they have with him.
Is this video about the previous Wuwa vid or Saint haters? I'm gonna be honest, I don't even know how the fuck this video relates to the last video. Let's talk about the previous video. Motherfucker ain't said shit about the previous video. I thought he was gonna talk about Wuwa endgame and fucking quick swapping and shit. We talking about his passionate, sweaty, throbbing love for Saint Tontos, and that's it. Like, I don't even know what's going on at this point with this video, bro.
But I do not want to actively pursue Saint to the same extent and intensity that they frequently choose to do so. I have never been bullied by any creator to do anything. Not Saint, not Ethan, not Saint's rivals,
Bro.
not a single CC. The only time I was ever pressured by anyone was a handful of random commenters and former subscribers on my original apology video that covered several topics, and Saint only had a hand negatively in one of them. Yet many people thought I was bullied into backpedaling all of them. I do not have regular communications with Saint Tontos.
We need a Saint Tontos counter on screen, chat. Like, how many times did this man said Saint Tontos? That's crazy.
We had one Discord DM conversation that I'm not going to leak, But all that happened was we were having a preliminary discussion about my now private Wuwa community video before he reacted to it the next day. Just some bullshit conversation about Caesar and miasma shields, nothing more to it. I do not have any control over when Saint Tontos decides to upload specific reacts of my video. So if anyone's asking why the toxic positivity video got uploaded 3 weeks later, just know that he reacted to it roughly the day after it came out. If you want more information, talk to his fucking editor. I have had far more private communications, in voice, mind you, with Saint Tontos' rivals than Saint Tontos himself.
Bro, what is this? What weird, like, what is this video? I don't even know what the fuck I'm watching, bro. Like, I'm on God. I don't even understand what the fuck is happening with this video. It's like a love letter to Saint Tontos explaining why he messes with him, but also doesn't mess with him, why he can't mess with him, but also can't mess with him, and overall why he wants Saint Tontos to straight up blow a fat load on his forehead. Like, that's all I understand from his video. I'm so confused about what the hell's the topic or the purpose of this video.
I donate money to whoever the fuck I want for whatever reason I want, because I am very financially secure and
why is he talking and also giving us fucking subtitles to everything he's saying? Like, what?
Stand to benefit from supporting any larger creator. And frankly, there shouldn't be anything wrong with that, as many of us are looking to advance our YouTube careers however we can. I believe.
Wait, what he said down here? I've paid both Ethan and Blazion to stand up in their underwear on cam. You've paid both Ethan and Blazion to stand up in their underwear on camera.
Many of us are looking to advance our YouTube careers however we can. I believe Saint Tontos and I are both comfortable with.
But why? Like, you couldn't just be like, hey, bro, tell me a joke or something. Like, what the fuck?
One another to banter and trade meaningless insults without burning the bridge. I think I initially slowed down my drama content following several of my core audience members voicing their disappointment in my latest uploads in the comments section of my Yuzaha misinformation video. Don't worry, I'm sure if I missed anything, the third-rate tabloid hacks that prowl my videos will be sure to weave a tale as hollow and full of bullshit and deliver it to whomever they need to rally a hate crowd against me. I took up gacha game content creation as a hobby, as I used to frequently find myself sitting at my desk and twiddling my thumbs for hours on end during dry spells in retail game releases and gacha patch cycles. Video making as a hobby is an incredibly layered, nuanced, and fascinating experience that you truly can't get anywhere else that really lets me spread my wings.
There's gotta be rage bait. I'm sure we're missing a lot of context. This is one of those videos I'd have switched off in 5 seconds. Yeah. I don't need, bro, legit, I don't even know what the hell's going on with this video, bro. Like, how does this relate at all to the previous video? I get the part here that he kind of tried to explain about Foxhole telling him that he should branch out, I guess, and do more content. And then that was in the first minute, and then he's gone on for about 9 to 10 minutes talking about Saint Tontos. Like, that's weird, bro.
And put my thoughts and opinions in a format that everyone can see and talk about. It's fucking awesome, and it will continue to be fucking awesome so long as I continue to make videos for my channel, which I intend to do. I will have absolute dog shit takes because I have absolute dog shit takes. Not
okay. Understandable. I'm glad you said it. I'm glad you said it, though.
Because I'm trying to push a narrative. But you know what? I'm going to keep going. Because none of this ends unless I put down the microphone. And if you, yes, you specifically, continue to watch me after something as poorly received as my Wuwa endgame video, it means you're dedicated enough to see what I have to say beyond the most batshit takes. I will continue to maintain an open door policy to St. Tontas. I will also continue to maintain an open door policy to St. Tontas' associates. I will continue to maintain an open door to St. Tontas' rivals as
Bro, I'm not even gonna lie. This shit sounds so funny, bro. Watch.
Tontas. I will
Hold
also
on, hold on.
takes. I will continue to maintain an open door policy to St. Tontas.
He just said, Daddy Saint, please notice me.
I will also continue to maintain an open door policy to St. Tontas' associates.
Saint Tontas' friend group, please let me join you guys.
I will continue to maintain an open door to St. Tontas' rivals as long as they have no personal resentment towards me.
Saint Tontas, I don't mind your rivals as long as they don't bully me.
And if you think that comes off as confusing, nonsensical, inexplainable, well, welcome to my channel. My name is Arikado Zodan, and I'm along for the ride just as much as you are. So get in here, love me, and hate me as the enigmatic contradiction of a gacha content creator that I am. For I am no saint, but
Hold on.
simply some dipshit with a microphone and a will to speak in it.
Wow. Oh my goodness. Is this real, bro? Is there actual people? Yo, God, you actually pointed it out. There's been two videos that I've reacted to from two different creators that I've said, out of all the reactions I've done, that I've said, this motherfucker weird. Like, what is going on with this freaking person? There is no way that you portray yourself like that. Like, there is no way this is real life. There's been two creators. The first one is Toho Sniper. That dude's video was weird, bro. I don't remember what it was about, but it was freaking weird. This video, bro, all I gotta say is, motherfucker, you weird. Appreciate y'all for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe, turn on bell notifications for more content. I guess keep sending me videos to react to, but what the hell was this? Peace.